we are at the grave of Father Cantwell in Tristernagh in County Westmeath. Hello, what are you doing here yourself?
Sure, I'm down putting a few little mementos on the grave now for my sister's child. You know, she's awful sick, she is.
All right.
Yeah, you know, it's my third time down now. I had a friend now and she gave me a bit of information about it. So I was doing the shopping in Mullingar and then, you know, I hang around for a while, get to dinner and then, I come down here about 11, you know.
And where are you from yourself?
I'm from near Galway.
All right.
Yeah, I move around a fair bit, if you know what I mean. But, so yes, it's a great place now. I get a great sense, like, when I come here, peace, you know. And I feel like my intentions are really being answered, you know. And, you know, your man has 30,000 spoons in that grave with him.
You're kidding.
Yeah, like, you had to be here about 12. That's what you once said to me now. So I have Dara the Explorer with me here today now. And
what's wrong with your niece?
Oh, she's just Quare sick now. She was born with the holes in her heart and everything, yeah. So she's in an awful way, like she'd be up and down now with the Our Ladies, you know. But I'd be saying the prayers for her and the whole lot. So I feel a bit better when I come here, you know, afterwards for her, like.
Well, please God, now she'll be all right. And thanks very much for talking to me.
Oh, Jesus, no bother. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Well, this is Shankill Castle here. It's in Ballstown, County Kilkenny, on the border between Cardiff and Kilkenny. So there's a few stories. There's one legend that there was a priest who was Catholic, and he was in this church here, and the gates are down there now. That mightn't be where they always were, but there were gates anyway somewhere.
Yeah.
And they obviously had access between outside the property and the church. And there would have been a lot of funerals in those days, you know, especially during the famine. And one legend is that a lady of the house went out and shot the priest on the avenue. His dying words were, grass will grow on the avenue and the gates will never close. It will never close. It will never close. It will never close. It will never close.
Knowing what we know about the room, I suppose there is an inevitable kind of eerie feeling about the place. It's actually cold here, even though it's the middle of summertime, and you get that kind of feeling. I'm not one to believe in these, but it's different. There's a clear, dark stain on the floor. The statue, people tell us that a window once existed there and has been subsequently closed up. Legend has it that it's in fact a dark stain of blood, which is the result of what we call paranormal activities that may have occurred here. In the 1860s, one gentleman took his life, and shortly afterwards a second one took his life in the same room. They used a razor to cut their throats. In those days, the Catholic Church would have not referred to them as suicide, they would refer to them as diabolical manifestations. They're actually buried in an unmarked grave on the Maynooth grounds. Now, later on as well, a third student, a couple of years later, on trying to sleep one night, found an incredible urge to do likewise, and he jumped out the window and broke a number of bones. And after that, it was decided that the room be turned into an oratory to Saint Joseph, who was the patron saint of peaceful deaths. The room was visited by Hans Hauser, a paranormal researcher, and he felt around the statue. He picked up certain vibes around the statue.
hello lads. Sorry, could you tell me, where's the stone tree of Palmerstown? Is this it here?
The stone tree? Oh, the stone. Come over. Come here.
Okay, yeah.
The stone tree.
I don't believe it.
I swear to God, watch. Legend goes that Lord Palmerstown himself was on a holiday in Trinidad and met up with this fella who sold him stones. And he brought them back and planted them. Now, the Irish soil didn't quite mix with the Trinidad stones well. And here we have, grown from that, the Palmerstown stone tree.
Unbelievable. There are actually stones growing on it. I can't get over it. This is amazing.
You can pluck them out. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Get them going there.
Wow.
Like that. Watch. Now listen to these, watch. Now if you get them and you bang them together.
Yeah.
Some say that you can hear St. Patrick himself whispering the word cake.
Unbelievable.
Swear to God.
That's amazing. Thanks very much, lads. Can I take a couple of them with me?
Of course you can.
Thanks very much. I might plant them.
Take as many as you want.
Thanks very much. All right, see you. Good luck. Bye. Bye.
I was often hoping that I'd get an incident that happened on tape way back in April 1929. We were there that night, so it is, the drill in our house was in for the rosary at 10 o'clock, off to bed. I was 14 years of age at the time, you know. I went off to bed. So I probably was in bed about 11 o'clock, but when I went to bed, I just didn't wake, and that was that. And someone would be shaking me the following morning, get up, you're late for school, get up, you know. This night I happened to wake, and anyway, I had the most wonderful dream ever I had. I never had anything like it before. I always said it was implanted. It was implanted.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
There's intercourse from outer space, so it is going on.
And what sort of a dream did you have?
You couldn't describe it, so it is. There was happiness everywhere, and there was joy, there was everything in it, you know, to the bit. It was all over like a game of football we were playing.
In what way, was it like a game of football, just from the noise?
Well, you'd hear as if the ball would hop, and the big, massive cheer would go up, and you get a kick, so it is, and another lighter cheer would go, you know, there was always a big cheer, that is, there was a good many decibels between the two cheers, you know.
And could you actually see anything, or was it just all...
Oh, no, I was in bed, I wasn't strolling out, I was listening.
I've been living quite close to the Marsden house for a number of years now. I pass it on my way to work every morning and again on my way home every evening. Nobody's quite sure what happened there, except that maybe 20 years ago, something quite strange went on. The posts started to pile up at the door, and the postman, wanting to know what was happening inside, ventured in, only to find Hubie's wife, Annie, hanging by her neck in the kitchen. It wasn't for 2 days till they discovered Hubie's body upstairs, hanging in the attic, his eyes puffed out. It is said that his brother leaves the light on in the house every night, maybe expecting Hubie home again.
So here I am on the famous Magic Hill, which is near Omeath, County Louth, and I'm talking to a gentleman here. Sir, have you come from far?
I've come up from Dublin.
Right, and have you come here specially to Magic Hill?
Yeah, it's my mate Jerry was talking about it.
Right.
He was up here last weekend and says that if you take the handbrake off on this hill, you roll up it.
And have you tried it?
I did, yeah. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe
really?
it now. Yeah. It's like there's a big crane or something. Big magnet. It's magnetism.
You reckon it is magnetism?
Yeah.
Or do you reckon that's what's causing it?
It could be the magnetism, or it could be something else, like magic.
Do you reckon? Do you believe in magic yourself?
I do now, to be honest. Yeah. It's all. So there's things out there which can't be seen, but are far stronger than the forces that we can see. That's what I think anyway.